from the oldest stadium in baseball, Fenway Park. MLB Network is on the. Chris Sale will be the starter for the Bo Sox in this contest. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Thanks, Matt. Chris Sale, you're talking about one of the premier pitchers in the game of baseball. Big fastball, 95 to 98 miles an hour. Wipe out slider. Great comparison. He's the closest thing we've seen to Randy Johnson. A nightmare against lefties. Three-pitch guy, fastball, slider, and a changeup that's getting better all the time. He is a definition of a true ace.
2 balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man. Lifetime against Chris Sale. He's totaled 4 hits in 23 at-bats. Sale into the windup. Here's the 2-1. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Aaron Judge waits on deck. Looped out towards short. And there's 1 away. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, I think all opposing pitchers are going to have their hands full with Brett Gardner. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
0-1, here it comes. Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2. In now is the Yankees DH, Giancarlo Stanton. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
1-1. And he fouls this one off. Just underway here at Fenway Park. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Waiting on it is Benintendi. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. The Yanks go 1-2-3. Yankees nothing. Red Sox coming to bat. It's baseball on MLB Network. Here's Mookie Betts. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's totaled 4 hits in 17 at-bats. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
This is line to left, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, you have to be really impressed with what J.D. Martinez does for this offense. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
And a waste pitch there, 1-2.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
2-2 the count. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
And he got him. Striding in for Boston, Mitch Moreland. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Ball one. Base. Are empty here with 2 men out. Two and one to the Red Sox first baseman. Now the 2-1. Just catches the inside corner for strike two.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
3-2 now. Hot shot down the line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. And right into the shift, but foul. Payoff pitch one more time. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Sale gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. Vasquez has a play, one away. Next for New York, Gary Sanchez. Outfield shaded a bit to left center. The first pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. The 1-0 home. Gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you could
hit high and deep out there to left center field. Backing up is Bradley to put it away shy of the monster for out number 2. Digging in now for the Yankees, Didi Gregorius. He'll get to take his first cuts here. High in the air into shallow left center. Bogarts is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score.
Leading off for the Red Sox, designated hitter,
and no swing apparently. Ball one. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Slider stayed too low. Ball two. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's 2 for 3. A swing by Martinez, and this is driven to left. Gone over the monster and out onto Lansdowne Street.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in the game.
Here's Xander Bogarts now. He'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Judge is there, 1 away. Striding in for Boston, Rafael Devers, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball one. Red Sox on top in the early going, 1-0 as we play the second. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. Swung on, missed. 2-1.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
The 2-1 home. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. 3-2 the count for Rafael Devers. Bases are empty, one man out. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are two gone now.
This inning didn't get started the way he'd hoped with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for flushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last two guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
Eduardo Nunez is in with two away now as he looks at a called strike one. And a good job to lay off the fastball. They're close, but it's 1-1. Previous history with Luis Severino, he's just 1 for 6. And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now. Now the 2-1 pitch. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Heck of a job by the batter right there. You would have thought he bought himself a fastball, but gets an off-speed pitch, doesn't try and do too much, and drives it for a base hit.
Now a move over to first, just keeping him close. He's set, and the pitch. And that one just missed outside.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
2-0 now. Now the 2-0 home. 3-0 now. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. Here comes the first pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. Nunez on second. Vasquez at first. 2 out in the inning. Hit hard on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Digging in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
There to play it is Moreland, and there's 1 away.
Batting in. Third base.
Standing in, Brandon Drury. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swinging a blooper to the right side. In there, a base hit.
Batting ninth.
Ronald Torre is the next to bat. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
2-0 count. The pitch is looked at for the first strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Check swing and a pop-up out toward the mound. Sale with a little do-it-yourself play, and there are 2 down. Here's Brett Gardner now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Missed with a slider. 2 out with the man at first. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Right down the chute that time. 1-2.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle, center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Here comes the 1-2 from Sale. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Hey, great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to exit.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Yanks leave 1. Here's Mookie Betts. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Right fielder. Mookie.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Ball's behind in the count, 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
3-0 to him now. The 3-0 pitch is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
It's a swinging bunt up the line. Foul ball, strike 2. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Line towards center field. That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now. So an inning opening single kicks off their half of the 3rd. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-0 finds the zone, strike 1. Betts gets his lead at first, nobody out. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Ground ball foul down the left side. Another full count offering on its way. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Judge is under it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. There's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees.
Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball, 2-1. Now the 2-1 is a fastball down below the knees. The 3-1 very weakly on the ground. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much. Here's J.D. Martinez as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he lays off for ball 1. I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not. Just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield, a base hit. And he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game. Boy, that's an aggressive send there, D-Roy, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, and when you're sitting in the hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
In there, 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Ready with the 1-2. Oh, that hit him. Let's hope he's okay. unable to recover. He's safe at first, and now the attention turns back to the guy on the mound. Rafael Devers, the next to bat. Given the situation, he's got an opportunity to break this game wide open. And he lays off there, 1-0.
It's moments like this as a pitcher when you feel the whole world is against you. You're already in hot water with the bases loaded, so it doesn't make life any easier when you're not getting calls that you think you should.
1-1. He's taken for strike 2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes, you can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn one pitch into an ending double play.
Again, a 1-2. Grounded up the first baseline. And this scoots under his glove. Oh, what a time for that. 1 run scored. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
Well, we all know that errors happen, but not all errors are equal. That one was especially costly as 2 runners cross the plate. Those are game changers, no doubt about it.
No balls and 1 strike. 3 runs already home here. Lying toward the gap in left center, and a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third. Long throw to third, and they won't come close to getting him. He's in there at third.
Hey, D-Roy, I think we got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that he's given up some runs, and it looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired, leaving some of these pitches up in the zone. Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking their chops, knowing he's a little bit tired, going to leave stuff over the middle of the plate. Won't be surprised to see the bullpen get going.
The 1-2 doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball. Struck him out, and now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. Here's Jackie Bradley now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Jackie Bradley Jr.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
3 balls and a strike now to Bradley. The 3-1. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Now batting, right fielder,
Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is leading off the inning, Aaron Judge, and they'll need him to get something going here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line toward right center. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Giancarlo Stanton now. As Sale will get the upper hand to start the at-bat here at strike 1.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
Skied into straightaway right. Moreland is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 2.
Ready for another chance? Greg Bird. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1. No runs, just 1 hit and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. The 1-2. A bouncer to the left side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Digging in to try it again. Andrew Benintendi. He flew out in his last at-bat. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. And now Gracious just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem. And he is in there.
That was not the way this pitcher envisioned the beginning of the game. Going for him wasn't that bad of a pitch. He jumps all over it. Nobody can run it down, and he's standing at third feeling pretty good about himself.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game.
And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And this is swung on and missed, and Moreland is set down on strikes for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, J.D. Martinez. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0. Popped him up. Bird near the first base bag, and that's the second out of the inning. Striding in once again, Xander Bogaerts. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that 2-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was...
And add 1 more as this is now a 6-0 ball game.
Dan, you find yourself in trouble early putting guys on base, but then you're able to wiggle out of it, get 2 quick outs. You think you're going to get your team off the field, and with 2 outs, you give up a run-scoring base hit.
You know what happens sometimes, Dero? You lose concentration. You find yourself in a tough spot. You get 2 outs. You think you're just...
And he's into second safely with a stolen base. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. Bogaerts stands at second with 2 gone. Fastball down near the shoe tops. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit. Digging in and looking for more, Eduardo Nunez. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 pitch. Line to the right side. Bogaerts is on his way home. And he's safe at the plate. And they're pulling away. They lead by 7. Ready once again, Christian Vasquez. He got called out on strikes his last time through. 2 down, runners at first and second. On the ground to the right side. Throw on to first, and a good job of working out of that one with just limited damage as the... Stepping into the box, Gary Sanchez comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. Sale will do this himself, and that's the first out.
Now batting.
One gone in the inning now, and here's Didi Gregorius. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line drive to center field, and that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Bradley comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for out number 2. Brandon Drury will bat next. A base hit in his first trip. First pitch on its way. Hit the other way out toward right field. Betts has a read on it, and that retires the side. One left for the Yankees. They're down. Digging in once again, Jackie Bradley Jr. It was a walk in his last trip, and that one stayed too low apparently. Change up low, 2-0.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
And oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame. Here's
Right fielder. Mookie Betts.
Adam Warren gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High in the air out to center field. Gregorius moving to his left, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Head-to-head with Adam Warren. He's 0 for 5. 1-0 the count. 1-0 count. Here it is. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Bat explodes as this is on the ground to third. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2. Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First offering on its way. Swing and a little tapper. 7 runs, 9 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
2 balls and a strike to count. The 2-1 home. Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Ronald Torreyes is the next to bat. He'll start.